Hey everybody, Nick here. I am back from a little bit of a break? I don't know, whatever. So there's really not much to do here other than the whole castle part and dealing with the fairies and the staff, Irana's staff. The only other thing to do really here is to progress the main quest is to go ahead and deal with Punny Bones. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay.
A voice from behind.
Did I tell you about the time there was this guy walking into an inn with this big necrotor following him? He goes up to the innkeeper and asks for some stew to eat. The innkeeper looks nervously at the necrotor and asks the man what his pet will eat. And the guy replies, anyone he wants. Not bad, eh?
And the gnome, the good humor bar.
What's this? You trying the old hot pepper bar on me? Hey, I'm the professional, kid. Don't try this at home. Not on a gnome, anyway. Hey, it looks good, though.
He eats the good humor bar.
Not bad. Pretty good, actually. Hey, I feel funny. I mean, really funny. What was that thing?
You tell the gnome about Baba Yaga and the good humor bar.
Thanks, pal. Guess this yuck's on me. This jester just can't thank you too much. You're my hero, Nero. My main man, Stan. I've seen heroes come and go, and you're certainly one of them. So you got by with a pie, aye? My. Always knew the way to Baba's heart was through her stomach. Probably someone she ate. You know what they say about cannibals? Always having a few friends over for dinner.
Oh, not funny, but humor. I don't know, maybe a little bit humorous. Okay, let's go ahead and cover all these topics.
I am so happy that it reminds me of the time Dimlit the dwarf came across a magic ring in the bazaar in Shapir. He rubbed it, and lo and behold, out comes a genie. I will grant you 3 wishes, said the genie. Well, for my first wish, I want a purse that's always filled with gold, says Dimlit. So shall it be done, said the genie. There before Dimlit appeared a purse. He turned it over, and a pile of gold spilled out on the desert sand. Again and again he turned it over, and more gold covered the ground. Master, you do have 2 more wishes left, said the genie. Oh, that's right, said the dwarf. Well, give me 2 more of these. Let me tell you, I'm every bit as happy as Dimlit was.
Okay.
You know what they say about humor? If you don't got it, you won't get it. And if you don't get it, I'm sure someone will try to explain it at great length. A flying rumor never has any trouble making a landing. I heard that the shopkeeper's husband left her because she was such a scold. She was a person who was quick on the floor. When she wanted his opinion, she gave it to him. Do you know why gnome jokes are so short? So that they won't go over the dwarves' heads. There's no point in telling a dwarf a joke with a double meaning. He won't get either one. Judging from the expression, what you don't know can't hurt you, dwarves are practically invulnerable. Of course, far be it from me to say that all dwarves are just plain dumb. Most are pretty greedy, too. Dwarves get their money the horde way. They won't even spend the time of day. Dwarves don't care how people treat them, as long as they do. Of course, you know what you got when the singing dragon fell into the dwarf mine. A flat miner. And on that note, let's change the subject. Well, now that I'm back in the funny business, it's one more show and I'm back on the road. I'm gonna show these yokels that he who laughs last just didn't get it. Some people spread happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. Fortunately, you are the former. If you was the latter, you'd probably have a few rungs missing.
Okay, so he was supposed to give you the ultimate joke, I believe, unless... you know, the wizard playthrough may be different. You know, it's been a really long time since I played this. I thought that he was gonna give you an ultimate joke, but maybe not to wizards, or maybe it's later on. Okay, so let's go ahead.
Before you blow, Joe, I figure I owe you one. I'm gonna let you in
Oh,
on
there it
a
is.
secret only we gnomes know. I'm gonna tell you the ultimate joke. Don't wince, Vince. This is straight, mate. You tell this one, and whoever hears it is gonna laugh. Really laugh. Can't help it, can't stop it kind of laugh. Only works once, and should only be used in last resorts, Mort. It's the last laugh, so to speak. The best jest to the west. Yours for the telling.
The gnome tells you a rather silly joke. You find yourself laughing despite yourself.
See what I mean, Gene? Tell this joke to a big bad dude that's out to do you in, then exit while he's laughing. Use it or lose it. Bye-bye, Birdie!
Okay, so now he's gonna do one more performance, and then that's it. I think he does it in the evening, so I'm going to save my game just in case. And let's go ahead out of town, and let's go and do some practice.
Up.
I know I said I wasn't gonna do any more acrobatics, but it just feels like a darn waste letting your you know, stamina refilled without doing anything. Plus, only one will up like by a couple of points. It doesn't really matter.
Up. After.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead and.
That did.
Alrighty.
You did.
Okay, let's go ahead and listen to Punny Bones one more time. Or one last time. Break open
You're
door.
right next to the Burgomeister's office. Breaking down the door is a sure way to end up in jail. The door is locked and you hear movement. After a few minutes.
So, Dmitri says the gypsy didn't really kill Igor after all. Then there's that one about the Easter Bunny.
Wait, you didn't hear? Oh, that foolish gravedigger fell into a grave, and he was trapped by his own gravestone. He's dumber than a styrofoam cup.
Right. It's just lucky for Igor the stranger happened to wander by before he starved to death.
You are all fortunate that the stranger rescued Igor. You would have burned an innocent man. Well, I still think the gypsy's a werewolf. So you found Igor in the grave? Whew! Lucky for old Ig you came along.
Otherwise, poor little Iggy would be dead.
Well, at least he had a decent burial.
Alright, greet them.
Say, did you hear that the gravedigger returned to town unharmed?
Did you know that the gypsy has been released?
Were you aware of the fact that rumor has it that you saved both Igor and the gypsy?
The gypsy has returned to his people, I guess. It is a good thing for him that you were in town.
So they're kind of a little behind on the
Now
rumors.
that Igor is back here with us, perhaps someday I will welcome him into the inn. He was always so strange, and no one had anything to do with him. I never imagined I would miss him before. It is a great relief to me that the gypsy has been released. I had not been looking forward to watching him burn at the stake. No man should die so hard.
Okay, let's see what these guys have to say.
Well, gypsy returned to his people, I suppose.
Yeah, that gypsy camp is somewhere to the east of town, by the shopping mall.
I still think the punk was a werewolf.
The punk.
Did you ever see him turn into a wolf?
Well, no.
Did he have hairy hands and pointy ears like Leonard Nimoy?
Well, no.
You see, it's all your fault, blathering on about those stupid, foolish folk tales. Why, we could have harmed an innocent man.
Yeah, I knew all along there's no such thing as werewolves.
Okay, so I'm not even gonna cover all that up. But, that's mob justice for you. Alright, here we go. Igor, let's
Well, Gravedigger returned to town safely, and he can get back to his job overcharging us for those fakakta gravestones.
Yeah, he's even got full medical and dental.
After all, the gravedigger was at work all the time, so to speak.
Well, things ought to settle back to abnormal now. What with our little buddy Igor returning and all.
Yep, we can go back to being open and friendly.
And as always, suspicious of strangers.
I don't know if I mentioned, but I really like these guys. They're so awesome at ad-libbing and everything. Always suspicious of strangers.
You unlocked.
Okay, so let's go come in and out and see if the Punny Bones is there. There he is.
So you're back. No, it's your front. Take a seat. No, take two. They're small. I got a joke just for you, so don't look so sheepish. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all you others. I'd like to say how glad I am to be here. I'd like to say it. Seriously, folks, staying at the Hotel Mordavia has been like staying at a resort. A last resort. My room is so small, the mice are hunchbacked. I couldn't even complain about the room service. There wasn't any to complain about. And the innkeeper's wife really went out of her way to make me feel at home. She ignored me completely. I wasn't feeling well, so I went out to visit the local doctor. You know, Dr. Cranium. He's the guy with the 3 pairs of glasses. One for nearsightedness, one for farsightedness, and one to look for the other 2. I said to the doctor, my heart keeps making a strange noise. It keeps going tick, tick, tick. Aha, said Dr. Cranium. We have ways of making you talk. Next, I went to visit the local store. If you don't know what's up, then you haven't seen their prices lately. And the shopkeeper, what a gossip. She suffers from acute indiscretion. I dislike repeating gossip, but what else can you do with it? And boy, oh boy, the monsters in this place. If I ever come face to face with a revenant, I know what steps I'd take. Long ones. What would I do if ever I saw a necrotor? Hope it didn't see me. Actually, folks, I'm up here for a good reason. A jester's ambition is to be healthy, wealthy, and wisecracking. If it weren't for my friend the hero over there, I couldn't make a hyena laugh. So, when you've lost your wit, broken your funny bone, and none of your puns are fun, it helps to have a hero handy. You know, that reminds me very little of the story about the gravedigger who was so bored he buried himself in his work. You know, I could tell you some more jokes, but you'd only laugh at them. So long and be good. If you can't be good, then be careful.
The gnome takes a deep bow and gets down off the stage. That's funny, you always thought he got down off a duck. Ha! The townspeople explode into spontaneous applause.
Keep smiling. It makes people wonder what you've been up to. So, was that funny, or are you just keeping your mouth shut?
Okay, well, Punny Bones said it all. Be good or be careful, especially with all the holidays and everything. Alright. Let's go ahead and talk, Gnome.
The gnome was very odd and said very strange things. Yet Mr. Bones was very funny this time, and I enjoyed listening to him. There will be no more entertainment acts at this hotel. Understood? At least not until a new, funny entertainment arrives. I think I am sorry to see the strange gnome leave. It was odd being able to laugh again, if only for just a moment.
Okay.
It's good to have my wit about me again. Nothing worse than someone who can't take a joke or one that tries to tell one and can't. Before you helped me, when I told a joke, people always clapped their hands. Unfortunately, it was always over their ears. Now, whenever I tell a joke, I get carried away. So I'm leaving before they ride me out of town on a nail. A short joke there.
What's going on here?
Did you hear the one about the dwarf who is so dumb, he always stops to think and then forgets to start again? Everything that's said to him goes in one ear and out the other. There's nothing there to block traffic. I can tell dwarf jokes all day, mainly because there are none around to stop me. In another minute, I'm gonna say my bye-bye and fly. I'm going south for the winter, down where the nights are balmy, and so am I. Heading for Silmaria, land of winter waterland, where there's no snow nor cold wind to blow. Up here, the winter is so cold, even the wind howls about it.
You know, he wasn't such a bad person once you got to know him.
Yeah, except for that drooling problem, we'd welcome him in Moldavia if he ever came back.
I still wouldn't let him marry my daughter, though.
You don't have a daughter.
Well, that might constitute a major obstacle to marrying her.
They're so freaking funny. Oh, this is awesome.
Gentlemen, I was dangerously close to being amused this evening.
I'll tell you, I had a great time, a great time!
Laughed so hard I almost lost my lunch.
Now that was an evening of, thank goodness, rare entertainment.
I was okay. I laughed till I stopped.
I'm telling you guys, it was boffo. I even got some of the jokes.
Alright.
Your voice is lost in the noise of the crowd, and the gnome doesn't seem to have heard you.
Hello, how are you? Pleased to meet you. Put her there.
The ever-present joy buzzer goes off a second before you shake hands. You wait for the punchline. And there doesn't seem to be one.
Okay. Punny Bones is done.
You unlock the door.
Well, it's so long, it's been nice to know you. I like you. I have no taste, but I like you. If you ever make it to Silmaria, look me up. I never forget a friend, especially if he owes me money. But seeing as how it's me that owes you one, I'd better get while the going's good. See ya! Don't take any wooden kopecks! So, everyone, I'll leave you with this story. A man runs up to his doctor and says, "Doc, you gotta help me. I keep thinking I'm a goat." The doctor asked, "How long have you had this delusion?" The guy replied, "Ever since I was a kid." Bada-boom. That just goes to show you I'm one bad dude. It's been sheer pleasure here, but I'm gonna take it on the lam and just bleed it. Be seeing you.
Alright, in case you didn't get it, that was all like goat and lamb jokes, so there you have it. Okay, so that's done. Let's go ahead and get some food. I'll end my video here.
You get a fine meal of roast duck.
Okay, now you can talk to Bella, and she's smoking a pipe. So let's do this.
Good evening, Slick.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you, okay?
Greetings and salutations.
Welcome. Oh, you've done quite a lot in Mordavia, pal.
Yeah, it's a good thing you came here, a good thing.
Yeah, 'cause frankly, we never knew there were that many things to do around here.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Bella here.
My mother used to go to the garden or the staff whenever she was unhappy. She said that the staff always made her feel safe and warm. I have always felt such feelings there as well, I might add. My grandmother used to say that the staff was from the Mage Irana, that it was Irana's final gift to Mordavia when she died. I only know that you should visit there at night sometime. Perhaps you will have a pleasant dream there. My grandmother used to tell stories about Irana, how she was part fairy folk and unearthly beautiful, and she brought kindness and magic wherever she went.
Wives' tales.
They were true. Somewhere in the forest lies Irana's garden. My grandmother used to visit there sometimes before the woods got too dangerous to travel in. My grandmother told me how very beautiful the garden was and how it filled her with happiness. Oy, how I wish I could visit there sometime.
No, Bella. It is too dangerous outside the town walls.
I know, Yuri. Still, someday I will go there. You'll see. Even my husband has dreams sometimes. I keep trying to tell him to believe in his dreams, that they are trying to tell him something, but he wouldn't listen.
Normally I'd make the video with Bella's conversation in separate video, but I don't want to make another video, so I'm just going to go ahead and combine Punny Bones and her conversation. So let's cover Damavoy.
I used to see the Damavoy. When I was a child, I'd sneak down from my bedroom in the middle of the night and look for him. He was always hiding somewhere downstairs, and he would laugh. When I found him, he would be hysterical, the Damavoy. Now that I'm an adult, I don't see him. But I do know he's still around. I am fine, but I do worry about you at times. Please, take care of yourself. I know that heroes need to do dangerous things, but try not to get into too much trouble. Okay, honey?
Oh, Bella, leave the poor man alone.
I just want to make sure you'll be all right. Don't hawk me.
Okay. I forgot how funny their banter. Well, yeah, their banter is.
Well, you have probably met nearly all the men in town. Most of their wives work very hard this time of year. Yeah, they're canning vegetables, making new clothes, schlepping blankets, providing for the winter. Well, this may be the time for men to relax from the harvest. But for the women, yeah, it's one of the busiest times of the year.
Okay, so let's go ahead and
kiss Bella's hand.
Oh, no one has ever done that to me.
Done what?
Oh, he kissed my hand, Yuri.
Well, you better not kiss anything else.
okay. Let's give her some flowers.
Oh, how lovely. I'll put these in some water in the kitchen. Thanks so much. You know, I love flowers.
Okay, let's go ahead and give her some candy. Does she want some candy?
Oh, thank you, but no. I'm trying to lose weight.
Okay. How about some garlic
That didn't.
sandwiches? No. Can't show us to her. We can try.
You mustn't let the innkeepers see you with the doll. You know how they feel about thieves around here.
Okay. How about some garlic? They can always use some garlic, right?
That didn't do. That did.
Okay. Can I eat garlic?
You bite off a bit of one of the garlic cloves. Watch out, werewolves. Not to mention dates.
Oh, I wonder, wonder if you can eat some garlic before you meet Katrina. That would be awesome to try.
That didn't.
Okay, I guess you can't really.
Yuri handles all the money here at the inn.
Cool.
You have already paid for your room and board.
What the hell is she doing? Holy crap! Did she just lifted something? I think she lifted something. You'd have to play it back, but.
That did.
All right. How about some Irana water?
That did.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and say goodbye.
They all waved to you in response.
Alright, time to go to sleep.
You unlock the door to your room.
Let's see if we get a cool dream or anything.
Again, your sleep is disturbed by the sound of voices.
There! I think I am getting something this time.
A rootin' tootin' root beer commercial?
No. I think I'm getting him. If I could only adjust the fine-tuning on this thing. Hand me those pliers.
What if I just turn this knob here?
Don't touch that.
Now a strange voice intones. Eeny, meeny, chilly, beany, the spirits are about to speak. You find yourself thinking, are they friendly spirits? Before you realize we're just dreaming. You awaken as the...
Now then, in case you were wondering, that was actually, Fenris and Rasmus. Okay, well, thanks so much for watching the very special Punny Bones episode. And I did slap on Bella's conversation there as well, so, you know, that's life. Okay, see you in the next video where we handle probably the fortune teller. And then we'll do the Katrina part 4, and then the last fortune teller, and then I'll probably cover all of the Irana dreams, and then that would be it, and we'll go to the castle. Thanks so much for watching. This is Nick, and I'm signing out. See you in the next video.